I don't know enough about like the YouTube inner workings, so I've just heard things from what other YouTubers have said.
Yeah, and technically though, hold on one second. There we go. I'm streaming now, by the way. But
Okay.
as far as I'm aware, if it's the legitimate company that owns it, or even they actually even pay other companies to go around and look for their stuff,
Right. Yeah.
and those companies have authority to claim for them, they get the money and then they pay them as percent. But it can be
Yeah. Yeah.
anything, especially if it's the original audio file. Like if I recorded
Right, but like, okay, but
myself playing the drums and it was that beat from Aerosmith, um, then they'd have a hard time claiming it, or a harder time claiming it. But if I ripped the original audio file and they could tell and whatnot, then that's very much more claimable. Like I said, it's not gonna
so
be.
sure, but like, I thought you can at least use something or something. Like, um, I would use the argument of React content, but React content is more of like you're playing like a full thing or something, and then you're making comments on it, whereas you wouldn't be for this, right?
Right, and see,
Um,
that's even a little bit different. When I'm talking about
right.
is music.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
Music,
mean, you can still react to music, right? I imagine,
no.
but really,
Yeah, if you watch a lot of those React channels, if a clip has music in it, they'll mute the
mm-hmm.
clip, but show the clip anyway, just for its content.
Mm-hmm.
Even like one of the ones that I point to is what's it called? Do you like something in cinnamon toast can? Um,
I have no who idea who that is.
oh, he's a YouTuber and he started out as a gamer, but he does a lot of React content now. All of
Okay.
his Dr. Phil videos kept getting claimed, and he couldn't figure out why, because Dr. Phil was like, "Yeah, you can use that," but it's the music at the beginning, the intro.
That makes sense. Yeah.
So they just muted the intro, and now they can react to the actual Dr. Phil talking and content and stuff like that because there's no
Hmm.
that audio
Okay.
is not copyrighted.
So this is like it's it's just that strict for like music related stuff is what it sounds like.
Yes, anything music, you can pretty much guarantee that they'll come after you for something.
Yeah, got it.
Um,
I know there's a big whole deal about YouTubers like playing copyrighted music.
right,
But
and
I thought it was
it's
I, I
go ahead.
thought it was okay to play like a short clip, like a 5 seconds or some. I thought there was some like time frame that you could be within where they couldn't claim it, but I don't. Again, I don't know the rules of YouTube, so
Yeah,
you'd probably know a little more than I would on
it's
that.
not even just YouTube. Facebook even. Like say I upload something with a song in the background, they'll take it down.
Damn.
Yeah,
All right.
if they
Well,
catch it, and it's a company that's pretty strict on copyrights.
gotcha. Well,
Some
chat, come find us on kick.com/HowieGames.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
No, I'm streaming to Twitch right now, twitch.tv Howie_games, and streaming to YouTube also. And right now, what we're doing is we're running
Shit, you're
Ruby
on
life
Twitch
pulls
too.
until I get my trinket, and I have a counter on my stream that'll show how many times I run Ruby life pulls until I get my trinket.
Oh no. I can't wait for this to get to the hundreds. Also, when did you make a Twitch channel?
I've
I thought you
had
were
one,
just
I just
doing
never
it.
used it.
Ah, I see.
But I've gotten a follower since last time I streamed. I can't
Ooh.
see it, apparently, on my stream. But thank you for following, whoever you are.
You're welcome.
Was that you?
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Well, if you're watching on YouTube or Twitch, go follow the other one.
That's what I'm doing right now. And my internet's just stupid slow right now. So, what about if someone were to do like karaoke on YouTube?
Yes. If I go and go, I knew you were trouble when they walked in. If it's close enough to the right notes, they could technically claim that. Will they? Usually not. But simply mentioning it is enough.
That is shit.
Yeah, and it's specifically, like I said, specifically for music.
Yeah, I get that much now.
Like, I could show a copyrighted image and react to it, and usually that won't get trouble. But actually, even gameplay can get you in trouble if the company who made the game doesn't want you to do it. Nintendo's infamous for this. They can go back
Nintendo goes after everybody.
Or another really infamous situation. Do you remember the PewDiePie incident?
Which one?
Where he said the N-word on stream?
Okay, yes. I mean, I don't know. I've heard of the incident. I was not like...
Yeah, I mean, the incident itself is somewhat irrelevant.
Yeah.
So, basically what resulted is what I'm talking about. And so PewDiePie did a no-no and said a naughty on stream. And when he did that, he had played a lot of games on YouTube, obviously. And one of the games...
he's contracted with YouTube.
He is. But one of the games that he played was from a studio. The game was called Firewatch. And Firewatch actually went back and revoked his right to have his game content on there. Because they're within their rights, even though it's transformative, that's their game. They can say whether they want you to represent it, and they actually forced him to take down all his Firewatch videos.
Damn.
Yep, and there was a big to-do about that, on whether that was legal. Because it was transformative work. But it ended up being that, yes, it is legal.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So, like, let's say that Blizzard in the future decides that I'm a piece of crap, and they go, take down all your WoW content. I'd have to comply.
Alex Straza charged us with protecting the life pools from...
Reinforcements!
Yeah, that's shitty. But then you just move to Kick. Or somewhere else, right?
Even if you did, they can say whether they want that content in use for you at all.
Sure, I'm. But that was like that's a platform level thing, isn't it? Right? I
No,
thought-
that is a. They do not want you to use their material as content. Meaning that if they force you to take it down, anywhere it's posted, you have to take it down. You can't find that video of PewDiePie playing Firewatch unless somebody else posted it without PewDiePie's permission. Even if it's not on YouTube.
Gotcha.
Yep. That is their material. They're claiming it, and they're saying that they do not want this individual representing it, so it cannot be posted to any sort of internet media. That make more sense?
A little bit, yeah.
It's crazy convoluted because there's also loopholes, right? Like, with... You remember I did that cover of On My Own when I was in, Oregon? That song I did for Asia?
2, 1.
Grapevine.
Vaguely.
Oh, I'm being targeted. That's amazing. But anyway, I posted an entire cover with some of the original audio, and it never got a copyright. It never got taken down. Well, how come?
3, 2, 1.
Because certain songs and individuals are give their permission for you to do stuff like that, and as long as you credit the original artist, then it's called a what is it called? Like a soft something, a soft copyright or something like that, or a soft license. That's what it is. I don't actually have license to use that song, but because they've given YouTube permission to make it transformative, then it won't get taken down. They'll claim it.
Grapevine.
So that if there's any revenue ever earned on that video, they get it. But you can use it.
Right, you just can't make money off it if they claim
Right.
it. Yep.
Music copyright laws are very fucking complicated. And the only reason I know about them at all is because I used to be a
Grapevine.
musician.
I am sorry, but I need your strength, little ones. My chill will freeze your bones.
Oh, I'm targeted.
3, 2, 1.
Grapevine.
So apparently, last season, I was using a weak aura that I didn't know, but apparently it's not illegal, but it's very frowned upon.
Oh.
Yeah, so I used a weak aura from this guy named Twinkie or something like that.
3,
But he's a Korean player.
Grapevine.
And he made a weak aura. Oh my god, I'm targeted. But he made a weak aura that, much like this one, is a targeted macro. It would tell you whether or not you were targeted by a potentially deadly spell and yell at you, right? But his would tell you for any spell. And apparently, that's not okay.
Good work, champion.
Blizzard doesn't like
Now
that.
that you have secured the pools below, I require your aid above.
And like, it's not bannable. It's not illegal to use. It's just frowned upon, as it were.
The exposed light
I thought it was a
pools
damn
are
good weak
grave
aura, and
to
I don't get why that one is more controversial than this one, because this one does the same
I
thing.
will keep watch from above while I confront the dragon who is leading this assault.
But apparently it is. So if you're using Korean add-ons, it's frowned upon. That's just because of Blizzard's racist.
Blizzard also hates fun, so.
Yeah. Fun, please.
Yes, sir.
2, 1.
Grapevine.
I should probably actually start freedoming somebody else other than me.
I was gonna say something heinous, but I'm gonna refrain.
I don't know what you were gonna say, but Jeff, you're a funny man.
3, 2, 1.
Grapevine.
Oh, I'm being targeted. That's my favorite week aura now. For everybody watching, this is the season of Creed, by the way.
3, 2, 1.
Grapevine.
I can't believe I got that to work. That was so convoluted to get that to work, Jeff.
Well done. You have secured the
I'm curious, do you have to have that clip local, or does it pull from like a URL that has the clip or the soundboard or something?
So I created that clip. What I did is I went and recorded a segment of the song using OBS. And then I used this sound program that I use for sound engineering called Sonar. It's not very good. It's kind of old. And I created just that little clip segment with a stop and start like it is. Then I had to go into my add-ons in my retail folder and create a folder named custom. You could really name it anything, but I just called it custom. And then I had to create the pathing for the weak aura that when it, because its trigger is when I'm targeted with a potentially deadly spell.
Right.
keep clearing them out. Do not let the
And
prowlers
so when it
desecrate
triggers, it looks
hallowed
for the
space.
pathway to that file, because there's preloaded sounds, obviously, like Homer Simpson going "dope" and stuff like that, that the weak aura has programmed into it. But it has an option for custom, and then you have to make sound pathing for it. But what's
Right. That's how it works. You have to give the path to the file that you want to use to play
Right.
the sound clip.
so
Yep.
it can identify what it's doing.
I mean, it's the same for like you can change your Windows startup sound. You know, it's got a hard-coded path to where it would find the sound file, but if you take another sound clip and you rename it as the same file name, you can have a new Windows startup sound, or you know, whatever Windows sound, or really anything. All it is code behind that like points to a file.
Yeah.
If you change that file name or whatever, then
But weak aura,
it'll play whatever you want.
weak aura is really dumb, and I don't know why it does this.
2, 1.
But it doesn't take pathing like other programs would. Because like normally when you're thinking about like putting a path to a certain file, you go like d / World of Warcraft / add-ons / or backslash rather, custom, and then you'd put the file name, right?
Right. Yeah.
This took me hours last night to figure out.
Grapevine.
But apparently, it doesn't want the drive for the location.
Pool is safe.
Sure. It could be coded that way, so you can actually code things and look locally, right? So within the file where the add-on or extension or whatever is running from, right?
Right, and so apparently weak aura only recognizes
3, 2.
files that are local to your World of Warcraft file under interface.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And so that took me hours last night to figure out.
Damn, you shouldn't. I could have probably pointed that out to you pretty quickly.
Well, I'm just used to generic programs that you give it a path and that's what it wants, right? I'm not used to like a predetermined thing where you can only find the pathing within the program itself, etc., etc.
Grapevine.
But it makes sense once I figured it out. I was just like, you little bastard. So, if anybody wants custom sounds for their weak order triggers, I know how to do it now. Ask away.
3, 2, 1.
Grapevine.
You know what I told Cap I was going to do? I really hope Bruce isn't watching my stream. Because I love you, Bruce, but I thought it was funny. I thought it would be a funny joke. If I could somehow get Bruce to install a weak aura that I made. And then every time he loots a piece of loot, like I create a sound
3,
file
2, 1.
of him going, Howie, you're so fucking lucky. You always get loot. I never get loot. I've only ever gotten, and then a robot voice. And it would count how many pieces of loot he gets every time he loots it.
That would be so fucking funny.
Oh, he'd kill me though. He'd fucking.
He would never install it. Yeah.
No, like I would have to trick him into installing that, which is actually illegal.
2, 1.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, it's not like it's a virus or anything, right? But yeah, I mean, false pretenses and all that. So.
Yeah, but according to WoW's terms of service, you can't you can't give somebody a weak aura or something like that with an add-on under the guise that it's not malicious and have it be malicious, because that's technically malicious because I'm giving him something that's not for the purpose of what he would assume it was.
Yeah, but what if you did and it just had an additional thing that you didn't mention?
Still malicious.
That's
Just
fair.
funny.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, I wouldn't make one that, like, goes and steals his account information or anything like that. I love Bruce, and he's a fucking awesome player. If you're watching, Bruce, don't kill me. And I'm excited to play with him this season, but...
3,
no, I just thought that'd be funny.
1.
Grapevine.
It's not funny that he has terrible luck at loot, though. Because he does. He genuinely does.
No, that is funny. Don't let him think otherwise.
Nah, it gets to the point where I feel bad. Like with my axe, I had such bad luck with that. Literally, you couldn't get any worse luck than me. It got to the point where luck didn't matter. I just got it because sympathy. And so I know how that feels, especially where he's after items
3,
that don't have
2,
that mechanic.
1.
You know, at least the axe was guaranteed after so many attempts. Mine is not. Or his is not. Whose is not? Theirs is not.
3, 2, 1.
Grapevine.
You working today, Jeff?
Every Monday to Friday, and I'm on call this week, so
That sucks.
I got called immediately after going on call last night.
That sucks.
Yep. We fixed it relatively quickly though, so it wasn't too bad. But it was still shitty.
Well, yeah, just having to do something in the middle of when you should be relaxing.
Yep. It's good they called, well, I guess it's good that they called me when they did, because I was just getting out of the shower when they called. Versus,
so it was good time.
Yeah, it was good timing on their part.
3,
Whereas
2,
if I was in the shower, I would have missed it for like 30 minutes to an hour or something, however long it took.
Yeah, these guys are little pumpers. Hey, I got targeted with a spell and my weak order didn't go off. Who wrote this shit thing?
There's a bug.
I guess that's not a... Well, I mean, it is a spell. Who wrote this shit program?
2, 1.
Grapevine.
Well, do you have spells in there, or is it just abilities?
That's the part that I'm not sure, because it's not the same as my Korean one that I was using, because it would tell you if anything targeted you. So I'm not quite sure the parameters of this one. Ooh, I think that's an upgrade.
Thank you, champion. The life pools are safe for the moment, but the primalists are still a threat. We must be vigilant, lest we be caught off guard again.
The Warlock actually beat me? He did. I wasn't really paying attention, but he beat me. Alright. That is attempt number 1, so now we got to update for the stream. Hey, my counter works.
I'll see it in a minute. I'm curious if you have to manually update that, right?
Yeah. There's no, as far as I'm aware, I'm sure there's something. I really need to find something that'll tell me when I get like a subscriber or a follower, because I can't see that right now. You'd have to type in chat like, "Hey, I followed, thanks," and I'd be like, "Oh, thank you, young sir or madam."
Oh well, I will let you know you just got a new follower on Twitch.
Oh, well, thank you, young sir or madam. You will be finding the best Ret Paladin content there ever were on World of Warcraft.
Dude, you don't have to preach it to me, okay?
Rank 1.
Alleged.
Allegedly.
Show proof.
Someday. Hold me now. Alright. On to the next Ruby life pools, as it were. Oh, there's a 10. There's an 11. I need anything above a 7. There's an 11. That's a 0. That's a 0. That's a 5. That's an 11. Where up with all these paladins? Get out of here. I'm the paladin. I'm the paladin. That's a 13, and there's no way they'd take me to that. Break one. Oh, hey, got another 10. Look at that. Oh, no. Alicia tried looking up Idaho healthcare jobs. And something asked for her phone number. And now she's getting spammed.
Rip.
I have to say, she's been very sweet through all of this.
Yeah, well, it is kind of bullshit too, so.
Yeah, I mean, realistically,
have
not
they
my fault.
contacted you about that?
Apparently the facility finally coughed up the information, and now they're just going through and verifying everything.
Okay. So it is somewhat coming to a close here.
Yeah, but now it's getting enough money to get to my next job.
Yeah. I can understand that. If you need some help in the meantime, by the way.
I appreciate the offer, but that would be at a desperate prayer.
Sure. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting at. Right? If you absolutely need it, you're gonna fucking starve or something. please hit me up.
Well, for yours and everybody else's comfort, I was somewhat smart with my money, and I have all my bills paid for this month. I have plenty of food, I have plenty of gas, and a few bucks left.
Good, but I won't say how much, but I'm sitting on a good amount, and I have I'm good at managing my money. I've very much lived below my means, so um,
Well,
I don't mind helping out someone who's in trouble, especially if someone like you, where you're getting fucked, and I don't believe that you deserve what is happening to
for once, I don't either.
you.
Because my cheeks are spread wide, but I really appreciate that. That's a lot of trust, because I'm dumb and have lent out a lot of money that I
I
never
mean,
see come
same
back.
and same. I've if I try to calculate all the money that I've never been paid back from my friends, it's probably over like 6K.
I was gonna say that we're similar. I
Yeah.
like my little brother even. He was a different scenario, and he's doing really well now. So I imagine that someday he'll come back. But like he needed help, my dad's needed help, my friends have needed help, and now I can't do it. Ha! Fuck you.
Yeah. Unfortunate, but
No,
hopefully
but
that'll change soon.
at very least, I consider myself fortunate that I was able to help when I could.
Right. Agreed. As well.
I wonder if this cape's an upgrade or not. Run a sim. Oh. Let's see. Oh, I should put on some music, shouldn't I?
Make sure it's not copyright.
Yeah. Oh, that's really loud. Stop that. There we go. Now we're chilling. Now we're vibing. Now I'm a real streamer. I think that cape is like the slightest of upgrades. But we'll have to see. What the hell is it called? It's like fireproof something. Something. Fireproof drape. It's not. Oh, there it is. And if anybody knows how to make it so that OBS tells me when I get a subscriber or something like that. I can see chat now. I see when you guys chat, so I'll respond to that. That's cool.
You are talking to me and one other person right now.
Well, somebody, let's see. I can see all. I have 1 on Twitch and 2 on YouTube.
Yep, 2 of those are me.
Well, there's one other person. Hi, Miles.
Actually, I'm curious. It probably shows my actual. Can you see the the users in your chat on YouTube?
I don't think so. If you talk, then I can.
Right. Yeah. Well, then I give it away who I am, so I'm not gonna do that. It's my personal email stuff. I really should just make another one with my my tag.
I bet it's Crunchy Toes at youtube.com.
You found me out.
And actually, I should share my stream on Facebook. Because I'm old.
Insane.
I really should use Twitter more.
Is Facebook Live or whatever still actually a thing?
I don't know. I'm assuming so.
Same, but I never hear of anyone using it. And, I mean, that doesn't mean it doesn't exist, but it's just fallen off hard.
Is it twitch.tv/Howie _game?
Underscore games.
There we go. Now surely the views will roll in now that I've shared on the Facebook.
I believe.
We're running for my trinket today and seeing how many attempts it takes at the trinket. So far, we've done one. But I can tell you, if you look at my vault, I have all my vaults full already. And all of those, except for one, have been from Ruby Life Pools. Everyone.
That is unfortunate.
Yep. That trinket, I feel like that trinket has a lower drop rate. I think they did that intentionally.
I feel like all trinkets have a lower drop rate. I feel like trinkets are just really hard to get.
Which is crazy, because I get the ones that I don't need all the time.
Yeah, that's just bad luck, I think. But I don't know, maybe some trinkets are probably more common than others. But I feel like trinkets come up much less than other gear.
And I bitch about trinkets, but like really I've been pretty fortunate this season. I already have this. Nelt's Call of the Chaos. And I got that even last week before we were even running the raid that drops it.
How'd you get it before the raid?
So you know,
Is that a
those.
vault?
No, not a vault. You know those, like how you can do like 5 Time Walker dungeons.
Mm-hmm.
And you get a cache for a normal vault or for a normal piece of gear.
Mm-hmm.
Well, because it's season 4, apparently it comes from any raid that can be awakened.
Oh, so you just got super lucky.
Well, right, and it dropped heroic rather than normal because it's a very rare drop, so it drops 1 level above what it's intended to be. So I got lucky on top of being lucky.
You know what? I'm starting to feel a little bad for Bruce.
Yeah, no, Bruce has gotten fucked 6 ways from Sunday, really. Like, if I'm being honest, he has had, like, the only things he's gotten is pretty much what he's been guaranteed to get, except he did get Nelt's call as well yesterday, but he actually did the raid and earned it.
Well, sure. You seem to be super lucky with gear, other than
The
your
crucial
axe.
pieces.
Yeah.
Like when it gets down to like, okay, I'm geared, but now I need to like itemize. That's when I get unlucky. You know, being honest, Jeff,
Hmm.
I'm happy but kind of disappointed with the updates to Lethal Company.
You know what I'm gonna ask next, right?
Why?
Yes. Or for an explanation of what you're happy with and what you're not happy with.
What they did update is super cool. I love the new maps. All of them are super interesting.
We haven't even seen one of them.
Oh really? There's another one.
Yeah, there's 3 new maps. Yep. I purposely have not taken us there because there's, from what I've seen, there's no reason to actually go there unless you just want to die. I should take you just to show you.
It's super hard then.
I won't say anything until, just so you can go in there with whatever expectations you get from yourself.
But the downsides, the monsters they did add, I enjoy the crap out of the robot. That's funny. That is super amazing.
I agree. Robot, super good ad.
But the rarity of which you see the new monsters is kind of crappy. Like, I've only ever seen the butler once. I still don't know what he does.
Yeah, so about that, I think it's more common in the mansion, which makes sense, right? Butler mansion.
Yeah.
Like the interior layout. And we have not spent much time on Artifice because we always
Die.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say that I always die, but us as a group seem to have struggled a bit getting enough cash to be able to go there early on.
Yeah, we've kind of gotten some botched runs.
Yep.
Some of which I would say is user error. But then sometimes
sure.
we've just gotten incredibly
Sometimes we
unlucky.
just get fucked, yeah.
Yeah, like day one, we're getting fucking Brackens, Thumpers, Springheads. And I'm just like, okay, who did we piss off?
God. We pissed off God. That's him.
Yeah. And that's frustrating, is because I want to see the new content, and we're streaming it, so it's like, oh, okay, now we fucked up, and we have to show that we fucked up, which is funny. People like that. But it's frustrating.
Yeah, I feel like people watch for funny deaths and stuff more than they watch for actual, like, good gameplay of that game.
Oh, well, 100%. But people also want to see the new stuff.
Yeah, that's true too.
But that comes to my point, is that game is all about funny deaths, right? And like and there's only 2 new monsters. The new trap is funny.
3. There are 3 new monsters.
Have we not seen one?
No, I think you're not thinking of one of them. The tulip snakes are a new monster too.
Oh, yeah, but those don't. They make for some funny moments. I'll give you that. Like when when I was getting chased by the giant and enough of them jumped on my head that I just flew away.
Yeah, that was. I wish I would have seen that. Actually, I should go watch the VOD.
Yeah, like I just fly right into the fucking into the, because you can kind of control them.
A little bit, yeah.
Or when
But if you get
if
you get too many
they'll just
Five,
on
take
you,
away.
then
4,
well,
3,
they'll take
2,
you too
1.
high, to when they drop you, you just die.
Oh, see, and I could steer down with them.
Yeah, I've been able to for the most part as well, but I've never had more than 3 on me.
I don't think I've had more than 3. They almost killed me and Kath, though.
Too deeply. Ensure the eggs are safe.
Because we went inside with them on our head.
Sacred grounds.
And they almost, in that first room, flew us up into the fan.
Break vine.
Yeah, I wanted to see that happen to you guys, but it never did.
It was close. And Josh is cool. I like Josh.
Same. I mean, obviously, because he's my friend, but...
Yeah. But he was fun. I kind of want to get Az and Dan to play.
It'd be nice. They're stuck on the 12 games they play in the 2 hours a day that they play games.
Yeah, I did ask them last time, and they were both kind of like, nah.
Yeah.
I think they were actually playing WoW, which is interesting that they would decline to play for WoW.
I don't know about that, but I feel like most people don't like the game as obviously as much as I do, but
There's just not a
Yeah.
lot of replayability. It's more like to
Right.
hang out with your friends.
Mm-hmm.
But I love hanging out with my friends, so I'm cool with that.
yeah, same as well.
I wish we had a consistent enough friend group to play like Among Us. That'd be really funny too.
Dude, I would love that. I love murdering
Whodunit
someone in
party
front
games.
of Bruce. Yeah. I also love murdering someone in front of Bruce and then blaming Bruce to everyone else, and then they vote Bruce off.
Oh, he'd
That's
lose
super
his
funny.
goddamn mind.
He did. Many times. Well, I don't know about many times, but like every time I've done it, Toby fucking loses his mind.
I've heard Enigma is actually really good.
Yes, he's quite good as well. It's really hard for me to tell when he's lying. I'm sorry, but you suck at lying.
Yeah, I've been told that. Like everybody, you know what really sucks though is when I'm telling the truth, nobody believes me either.
True. That's fair.
Like I must give off the I'm a big liar vibe.
My allies sacrificed themselves
Yeah.
so that I could
Yeah.
return these eggs
And
to their nest.
certain people, I can tell with their, like,
3, 2,
the way they're trying to explain things,
Break vine.
that when they're telling the truth and when they're lying.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's a little harder. I almost think you're lying all the time.
See? And I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't either, but it is funny.
But like most of the time, I would say, like especially when we're just fucking around, I'm telling the truth, and then you guys are like, no, and I'm like, dude.
3,
And Kale does that too. Maybe it's because I fuck around
Break vine.
and lie about stupid things a lot. Like, you guys will be like, oh, do you have this thing? And I'll be like, oh, yeah, I do. You'd be like, no, you fucking don't. And be like, no, really, I do. Like, I definitely do that a lot, where I just fuck with you guys. So maybe it's
True.
my own fault.
Could be. Could be.
At least I'm willing to
But-
admit that, though. I'm a big fucking dirty liar.
I enjoy it because I think I'm good at lying, as well as it's fun to play with people and try to discern who is and isn't lying.
You know who I think would be really good at that game if he would ever play?
Who?
Miles.
I agree.
Miles is a damn good liar, and it makes me mad.
3,
Quite.
2, 1.
Break vine.
Maybe it's because he's so honest most of the time that when he does lie, you're just like, Miles, what have you done?
I think that's part of it, as well as I feel the same about Miles being somewhat toxic. So most of the time, or I would think all the time, Miles is not a toxic person.
No.
But he gets into a PvP game and that suddenly changes.
He's a competitive little bugger, and I like it. I think it's funny.
Oh, totally. I mean, I'm competitive as well, so you know. But yeah, it's funny.
What's
it's funny
even-
the change in.
To see how
Alright.
he different he is.
Yep.
Uh-oh. But I think that that's also in part that Miles is very used to being very good at things.
Well, because he is.
He is.
Right.
Yeah, no, there's no doubt. Like, I've earned rank 1, and I would still say one of the most knowledgeable and intimidating players that I've ever played with is Miles. And, you know, I've played with some monsters because, you know, I bought all these keys. But Miles is just good. He's just good at things.
Grapevine.
And I don't know why. He's just got a natural talent for things.
He's very good at breaking things down and figuring out what is the best.
Honestly, I think that if he really wanted to, he could be one of those Twitch streamers that just plays games for, like, look how good I am at it.
Good work, champion. You have secured
I
those
definitely
who
agree.
require your aid.
I think he would do better if he explains all the things too. But yeah, I think he would be good at that.
The exposed life pools are engraved.
But yeah, he's
Powerful primalist is attempting
he's
to
very
burn
good
all
at
nesting areas. You must clear them to get
also
to them. I
making
will keep
things
watch
sound
from
logical.
above while
Like,
I
if he wants you to
the
believe
dragon who
something,
is leading this assault.
he makes up a damn good reason as to why you should believe it.
Save as many as you can.
Yeah,
Grapevine.
that's why I think he would be very good at Among Us as well. It was really fun when we had like 8 or whatever people playing.
Yeah, it's
But-
fallen off. Not a lot of people like it anymore.
Yeah. I feel like that happens a lot with party games in general, but like especially with our group and some of the people we play with at hop games every few days or on a whim.
Yeah,
Like,
Fall Guys.
ASAP Vans.
Oh,
is
Dan.
Very,
Yeah.
he flits from game to game a lot.
Well, it's because we. I really think, and there's some data to suggest that this is correct.
Yep.
Oh, I'm targeted. That.
You know,
Oh, go ahead.
I feel like I would have to date him to get him to play a game like more consistently.
Grapevine.
I don't know that I've ever seen a picture of him, but from what I understand, he's a pretty attractive lad.
Well, that's what he says, but like, you know, he's got a bias.
I've heard from other people that he's a pretty attractive lad.
Sure. I've never seen a picture either. And I'm not asking. I'm just kind of saying.
No, and I wish he would.
I haven't,
play.
but I don't doubt it.
I wish he would play with us more.
Same.
Because he's really fun.
Yep. I like Dan a lot. In fact, he likes us a lot as well, or at least the people that hang out in this Discord.
Yeah. And he's just busy. He's got a life.
Well, yeah. He's got a boyfriend that he plays games with, and then he sleeps when his boyfriend's not around. So.
Yeah. Which is interesting because, like, for as outgoing of a person as Dan is, and I know Dan doesn't think so, but at least on the internet, he's pretty outgoing.
So I don't know about on the internet. I don't use the social medias and stuff. I don't really like. I think a lot of that shit's just toxic anyway, and my mental health is better for not using them. But
I don't disagree.
yeah, he could be a very introverted person, but one of those people, I would say, kind of like me, maybe even more so, that like when you're around friends and you're like, you know, you trust your friends and stuff, that you're very much more outgoing than you would be with like strangers or in like bigger groups or something.
And a lot of introverts are pretty talkative on the internet, at least, like in Discord and stuff. I've noticed that.
It's, yeah, when they're comfortable, I would say, yeah.
But Dan's just one of those people I feel like you could throw him into any friend group, and as long as they're not homophobes, he does just fine.
Grapevine.
Yeah, that's that's what he was saying. He likes us the other day because he was playing with one of his friends and their RuneScape friends, and they're very not good in that regard.
And see, that, in my mind, that doesn't sound like a friend.
3.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if they're really his friends. They're
Great
like a
guns.
friend of a friend type thing or whatever. But like even so, it's just, I don't know.
Yeah.
They could be better people in general.
Yeah, like, I mean, I understand cracking a joke and stuff like that every now and then, but, like, if you're harping on it and using words that you probably shouldn't use.
Well, sure, and it should take time. You have to like
3.
you have to build up a reputation with that person first
Great
before you
fun.
can like start joking about stuff like that with them.
Yeah.
Right. Like I wouldn't make gay jokes with Dan for a long time, but I feel like we're not like close, but I feel like we're close enough. I could make the occasional gay joke, and it would be funny, and he wouldn't think that I'm homophobic because I'm not. I just, I think jokes are funny, even if they're probably offensive.
A little offensive.
Yep.
See, and I especially like having some of Alicia's friends and whatnot who are gay,
Yep.
and how much they've gone through and whatnot. I don't know. I try to avoid those kind of jokes or anything like that. Like, just for me, like, and that's the thing. So some of them are really fucking funny. Don't get me wrong. But like,
3.
just
2,
for me, I'm
1.
like, I might crack one occasionally, but it'll be very rare.
Right. Yeah. I think that's fine, to be honest, especially in like private scenarios, right? And like, if you don't, this might sound a little bad, but like if you don't crack that first one at some point, you're never gonna probably be able to gauge whether or not it's okay with the people that you're around, right?
Right.
Grapevine.
I had one friend.
She is exposed.
He was gay. His name was Michael. He lived in Pahrump with me. And for years I knew this guy, and I never cracked a gay joke or anything like that. And then one day I cracked one because other people crack them around him, and like,
Sure. Yeah.
3.
And this motherfucker, he was so good.
Grapevine.
He goes, "Really, Travis? I expected better from you," like, and acted all upset. And I was like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry." And he just started dying because he knew that he fucking got me good. Like, I was almost panicked.
Yeah. It's kind of funny.
I'll flirt with Dan though. He's fun to flirt with.
3.
Yeah, I can see that for sure.
Grapevine.
I mean, he's just good people. He's
He
good
is.
to talk to.
Yeah. Alicia, when she was playing Overwatch with us the other day when he was in here, because I obviously talk about him and you guys a lot, and she goes, "Did
Yeah.
I finally get to meet Gay Dan?" I was like, "Oh, I didn't introduce you," and she's like, "No,
No.
but she's like, he was really cool, like, so it was fun."
3, 2, 1.
Good.
Grapevine.
I'm terrible
I'm
at
glad-
that, introducing people, because like I forget that because I talk to you guys every day,
Yeah.
and I just forget
but,
my
like-
wife hasn't met you.
Yeah. Exactly. Well, I'm glad that she's joined the Discord and she is maybe overcoming her anxiety a bit about joining with people in here and stuff.
She's like me, but worse.
Mhm.
Because somewhere in the back of my head,
1.
I am
Grapevine.
convinced that you guys all hate me.
Well, we do. We just don't tell you.
Right. And so thank you for the confirmation of my deepest, darkest fear.
Of course.
But in reality, I know that's not true. Because you guys wouldn't have me around.
Yeah, I wouldn't joke with you like that if it was true.
No, yeah. Well, and I've seen what happens with some of the people that we kind of don't like. They go away.
Yeah.
2,
You know,
1.
and that's not being mean. It's just sometimes people don't fit in with the friend group, right?
Exactly.
But anyway, she's like that with everybody. Like, when you guys crashed the Discord when Az doxed her Discord the other day. After the fact, she about cried, and it wasn't because she was upset. It was because she hadn't seen Az, Dan, Am, or any of those guys in so long. She was just like, I didn't think that they'd even care about me anymore. I'm like, they ask about you all the time. You know? Like, but she just doesn't...
Yeah.
She has such bad
She's not there
anxiety.
for it. Yeah.
Right.
And she's not there for it, obviously.
Yeah. She
but,
doesn't play
like-
video games nearly as much as I do, so...
Yeah. I don't want to put this on you, but
3.
I feel like
2,
you could maybe
1.
do a better job of
Grapevine.
conveying that to her if she has those anxieties. But maybe you do. Like I'm not with you guys all the time or whatever. So
No, I mean, I'll admit when you're right. I didn't realize for a long time that those were anxieties of her.
and that's fair too, right? Because if she doesn't voice those anxieties to even you, like you being her wife, you know,
Yeah. And it's because she doesn't want to be a bother either, you know?
3,
or husband.
2,
Sorry, I'm
1.
I'm working, so my brain's not
You're good.
processing everything completely.
And that's the thing is, like, that's hard. Is mentally I have issues as well. I think that we all know that. But,
I mean, everybody does, right?
Yeah, to some degree.
Some extent. Yep.
so sometimes it's hard for me to be aware that other people think like that too, or have
3,
those feelings.
2, 1.
Which is dumb because you think,
Grapevine.
like, oh,
Well-
well, obviously you have those feelings, other people can. Like,
Right, but that comes down to communicate. You're not going to know what they are unless someone says something about it, right? So-
right. Because in person, she comes off really confident a lot of the time. Especially watching her talk about reptiles and at these expos when she's interacting with strangers. You'd never guess.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't know, but yeah, I can
3,
definitely like
2,
see it
1.
or imagine it.
Oh, but the other thing that I found that was interesting that I forgot to mention is because you mentioned that all of our friends, like, they jump from thing to thing and they don't really stick with a game very long.
Most of us, yeah.
Yeah.
I would say.
A good portion of us.
Mhm.
Oh, that's me. Okay. But that is a
2,
hallmark of
1.
ADD.
Grapevine.
And another thing about ADD people is because a lot of people started noticing, like, everybody has ADD. Because, you know, people have...
It's the spectrum, right?
Right. But people who do have ADD tend to gravitate towards each other. So if you're sitting there...
That's fair.
And that's actually a proven fact. That's a study that ADD people tend to flock to each other. Unknowingly, obviously. But that's why people who have ADD are like, well, maybe that's not really my problem because everybody fucking has... No, just everyone you know.
Yeah, exactly. It's all anecdotal.
Yeah, because I thought that same thing, and I did some research on it. I was like, oh, we just like the brain type.
That is funny, though.
3,
Yeah, I thought that was kind of
1.
interesting when I found
Great
that out.
plan.
I was like, oh, well, no wonder I like all my friends.
I mean, maybe that's not the reason, but
No,
you know,
but
maybe that is part of the reason that we're
it just
gravitating
gives
towards
a
each other.
funny little blurb to it, you know.
Yeah.
Three, 2, 1.
Grapevine.
Ah. You know, for the longest time, I was afraid to hang out with Kath.
I mean, it makes me laugh now because I know Kath fairly well. But yeah, like I don't know. It's I can understand it as well because
3,
anxiety
2,
reasons.
1.
Grapevine.
Well, yeah, like me and him had never really hung out alone together, really.
Hmm.
And so one day I was chilling in Discord, and he just jumped in, and I was like, "Oh, hey, what's up?" And I just didn't know how to act. I was like, "Oh my god!" And the reason isn't because Kath ever did anything or said anything mean or did anything or said anything that would make me intimidated. It's because of how good he was at WoW and how bad I was.
3,
Because
Yeah,
everybody was
exactly.
like, "Oh my god, Kath is the goat. Oh my god, he's the best." I just looted the same cape back to back. God damn it.
Thank you, champion. The life
Unfortunate.
pools are safe
Oh, and the
for
other guy got the
moment,
cape too. Look at
but
that.
the primalists are still a threat. We must be vigilant, lest we be caught off guard again.
Gotta update the counter real quick. But yeah,
Oh.
he was this guy that people are like, "Oh my god, he parses so well in Mythic," and like just amazing, right?
Mm.
And he just jumped in and started talking to me. I'm like, "Oh my god, I'm talking to a living legend."
He's a cutting edge raider.
Well, yeah. I actually don't need that one. Here, there you go, sir. I feel bad because I wasn't paying attention. I almost walked off with a... almost walked off with that cloak that guy needed. I would have felt like a dick, because, you know, loot's hard to come by.
You say that, but you drop at least one piece per mythic dungeon.
That is true. I've been very lucky. I've gotten 2 pieces of loot back to back. Not what I need, but I have gotten the cloak back to back.
Yeah. I think it's a... I won't say it's a good system, but it's a decent system that they have now. With the... Especially if they're gonna make it all personal loot anyway, the ability to, like, trade people stuff is nice.
Oh, it's excellent. I
Because
just
they
don't
could
like the
just
raid.
take that away.
I don't like the raid system. I know a lot of people say it should end up with more loot for you.
I don't know how much I agree or disagree with that, to be honest. Like, I can see the arguments on both sides, and I think it's probably more worth for them to have gear drop less often, because that means people are running the raid more often and stuff too. And I know that I used to hate when we'd raid with slow burn, and certain people would they would
Always
get
get
all
loot.
their loot from heroic and they'd just drop off and they'd stop playing.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, you know, other people are trying to get loot and stuff too, and it's not, you know,
It's not just you, and
It-
those
it's-
people are going to continue to play. And
yeah. I feel like it maybe not completely like selfishness, but there's definitely a degree of selfishness there, and I don't know. I like team things because I like helping out other people, but I feel like a lot of people, even in like team scenarios and stuff, are more focused on themselves and getting their own stuff. And I would say Bruce is probably a big example of that. But at least at least when he gets all of his stuff, he doesn't just quit out
Right.
immediately.
And I'd say it's hard from, because I get Bruce's perspective. He wants to feel adequate. He doesn't want to feel like he's the carry.
Yeah, but this, I mean, I feel like most people feel that way too, right? So, but not everyone's gonna get the loot. You know, it's just a thing. You know, you have to live with it. And unfortunately, his luck has been shit lately. So, you know, he probably feels less adequate than.
His luck is bad all the time. Like, honestly,
I don't know. Like when I was still playing WoW, I feel like his luck wasn't that bad.
maybe it's because I've just like tried playing specifically with him these last 2 season launches. That I've noticed it more. But I'm still streaming in Discord. I should stop that. There we go.
Yeah, you can. I'm not watching Discord.
But he has considerably worse luck. At least more worse so than me. And I don't help because I make fun of him. I've tried to be better about this season.
5, 4,
But
3,
it's frustrating,
2,
right?
1.
And I genuinely think that you guys are a lot better than me with recognizing when somebody's genuinely upset. Because when I started really getting upset about the axe, like around week 12 or 13, you guys were genuinely like, you'd laugh a little bit, but then you'd be like, that really does suck, and you know, like.
Yeah. I mean, I like to poke fun at misfortune because misfortune is funny. When it's not happening.
Especially when it's
to me.
in a video game, right? Like.
Or when it's not happening to me.
Yeah.
But yeah. But like, obviously, there's a line. There's always a line to where it becomes
too much.
Not funny. Yeah, it becomes more irritating. Right. So, the occasional poke or jab is fine, but you know, if it's consistently all the time, then it becomes too much or annoying or whatever.
Right, you're coming off as a dick, and I think that's the line that I struggle with, is because I'll continue to make the same jokes because I think they're really funny, and then I don't recognize when people are starting to think they're not so funny, and then it makes me feel bad.
Right. I mean, whatever.
2.
I feel like Bruce pushes the line a bit too much, as well. So it's, you know, I feel like it's gonna sound a little mean, but I feel like he deserves it sometimes when it happens to him. But yeah.
Yeah, but I don't want to be that person that's causing somebody grief, or especially if it makes you not want to play with me.
That's when it becomes like way too far.
Yeah. This might be a botch run. Tank's tipping over to trash.
Get that lay on hands ready.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they're just continually dead.
Three, 2, 1.
Grapevine.
Okay.
Your stream is just starting the key.
Really?
Mm-hmm. On Twitch. I don't think you've actually started the key yet.
Well, that's
YouTube.
really far behind.
Yeah, it's a good distance for sure.
I wonder why. Is everybody's streams like that, or is it just mine?
I feel like that's everyone. There's a natural delay, right?
I wonder how long it takes for your comments to show up, like if you comment.
I wonder that as well.
We could test this. Do you want to comment on one of the platforms real quick and just say test or something like that?
I'll do Twitch because my YouTube is like my personal account. So.
Oh, yeah,
Two,
yeah, don't dox yourself.
I just put chat in on Twitch.
Yeah, it just showed up.
Yep.
Weird.
But I see you're fighting some big rock creature right now.
Yeah, and we're about to wipe, I think.
That's not what it looks like to me.
No?
Fighting a primal juggernaut.
3,
I don't
2,
even think you've gotten to the first
1.
boss yet.
No.
Oh,
Break
actually, what is the time that it says left in your key?
24:48.
Yeah, 28:32.
Yeah, so we're gonna wipe right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a botch run.
And I don't have the volume on, so that's not hearing the delay. But yeah, it looks like there's a good like 4-minute delay here.
I'm gonna go ahead and count that as a run because I wasted my time with it. So there's 3.
I wonder. I wonder if there is a way to not delay it. Yeah, you guys are wiping right now.
Yeah, we wiped twice.
Yeah, you just released.
Yeah, and then we just continually wipe for a minute.
Oh, yeah, you're gonna wipe again.
Yeah, the tank
There it is.
just can't stay alive. I don't.
Yeah, your druid healer needs to pick it up. I'm just kidding. I don't. I don't know if that's the problem.
Yeah, I realistically don't know either. If that was the issue or not, but. I should log. There we go. Might see me Hulk Rage live on stream, Joe.
Oh my god.
Because my recruiter just messaged me and goes, "Do you have the results from that second screening yet?" And I'm like, They haven't given me the physical results, nor should they. They should give them straight to you.
Yeah. I agree.
But they did call me to verify my prescription.
That's a good thing. I think. Probably just part of the investigation for the drug test.
Yeah, I might have to pause stream here in a minute.
Uh-oh. Oh, to deal.
I'm gonna call and rage at their occupational health here in a minute.
Gotcha.
Because that is not acceptable by any stretch of the imagination that they have not provided that.
Yeah, I don't know how that works, but I don't know. No, I mean, honestly, like the whole situation is fucked.
I gave consent for them to test my urine. It is still my urine.
Hmm?
You cannot withhold my drug tests. As far as I'm aware, that is very illegal.
Yeah, I don't. There, there might be some sort of like time frame that they're allotted to provide it.
It's been almost 2 weeks.
Sure. I don't know what that time frame would be, so. I couldn't say if that's kind of an issue or not.
Yeah, after this key, I think I'm gonna take a small break for a stream for like 20 minutes. I'll leave the stream up, but just kind of put on, we'll be right back.
Mm-hmm.
And give a call. Give him a little call and say, hey. I'm gonna...
Yeah, make sure, I assume when you do that it like mutes you or whatever, but
Oh,
if not,
yeah,
make
I'll
sure you're
make
mute.
sure everything's muted.
That's good.
Don't you worry, none. I'm not gonna dox my conversation. There need not be any recordings of said conversation because I might not be so friendly in this conversation.
I can definitely imagine that.
Because like that's the thing is I've been very kosher. I've been very polite, understanding of their situation even because they have a suspicion with reasonable concern. But now it's getting to the point where it's bullshit. You are preventing me from working. You have your answer. It is time to move on. You're just salty that you canceled your contract without any due regard and might suffer some consequences from it. That's your fault.
Yep. Yep. Are you pursuing legal action for lost wages?
I'm talking to a lawyer.
That's good.
That's all the more I'll say on stream.
Yeah, I'm not trying to get you to like
And
dox or like say anything that you don't want to say on stream. I'm genuinely curious.
And you know what sucks about this whole thing is I genuinely liked that facility. I liked my coworkers. I liked the management. They were all very nice. So I don't get why it's the fangs and whatnot have come out. And I don't understand. I don't understand their reasoning behind everything.
I'm currently developing a theory in my head. that management is the one that's been stealing the morphine, but they don't that now that they're monitoring it, they gotta pin it on somebody, and they're trying to pin it on you, and it's not gonna be successful.
That could be. I don't suspect anybody in particular because, like I said, I enjoyed all my coworkers, but I don't,
I mean,
I can't find any other explanations that I can think of.
yeah, I'm not in the situation. Like, I don't know anyone or anything with that, so it's it's just a theory on my end. Hi, Bruce.
Hey, what's up, Bruce?
Yep.
Hey, Bruce.
What?
I'm gonna stream and show you my my new weak aura that I made.
That you made?
Yeah, I made it.
You ain't making auras.
He made it, yeah. Or he updated a weak aura.
Yeah, I modified it. So
5,
Your ass don't know how to
4,
modify weak auras. Cut
3,
the shit.
no,
2,
just watch.
Well,
Watch
when
when
you,
I
yeah,
watch when I
when
get
you see it, you'll know he modified it.
watch when I get targeted by a spell. Hold on, it might take a minute.
Alex Raza charged us with protecting the life pools from the primalists. I pray they have not infiltrated
Oh
too
no,
deeply.
don't get me.
Ensure the eggs are safe and eliminate any threat.
I really hope one of these guys target me. Okay.
Why are you doing 11s?
grapevine,
Because I have to run it anyway, might as well.
Why not just do 7s? It's faster.
I don't feel
Haven't you
like
already
I'm...
done?
Not a timed one.
Oh.
Target me, you bastard.
Three,
So,
2,
when I did Ruby Life Pulls yesterday, we did the same pull. I popped off at 1.6 million.
Oh my god. He's huge.
Dude, I'm getting big. I imagine, Howie. Imagine that 1.6. Imagine if I just did 20% more for free.
Yeah, no, that would be great. I was so excited for you to get that trinket.
I was watching Fired Up for yesterday, dude, the raid.
Mm.
They did a giant AoE pull. He was doing like 1,000,000 DPS. He's like, I bet you. He's like, my trinket's 20% of my damage. His trinket was 22% of his damage.
Did you hear it?
No, what did it say?
Uh,
You gotta listen.
oh, fuck.
I have your volume down because it's loud as fuck. I mean, turn it up.
Can I sneak by? I might have just entered. Okay, I'm just gonna come over here and die. I'm surprised he pulled this with all that. That doesn't seem right to me. And honestly, I'm not paying attention very much right now. I should probably lock in a little bit more. Nah, he's dead. That's the pull, at least. I don't know if they're gonna continue the key.
In my 10, we wiped twice on this, and we still had like 4 minutes at the end. Ruby Life Pulls is very forgiving if you pull big and fast.
you to disturb Meladrusa's work. I will not allow you to disturb Meladrusa's work.
Oh, no, he left.
By the way, I'm glad I went Shadow Meld. It has saved my key probably 3 times.
No, yeah, definitely.
They being able to drop out of combat and get a res instead of having everyone run back.
All right, Bruce. I'll do this for you here. Let's see. Okay, this first guy is gonna target me with something here.
The stone guy doesn't target you. It's like a AoE.
He puts it on a person, so he targets a person to put it on. Watch.
Alex Straza charged us with protecting the life pools from the primalists. I pray they not taken too deeply.
You're an idiot.
Ensure the eggs are safe and eliminate
Isn't that the best week ever?
You're an actual idiot.
It's mandatory in our key pushing group that you have that week order.
I'm 6 feet from the edge and I'm thinking.
Oh, we're gonna chalk that up to a 4. We've run 4 Ruby life pools this morning. And
I think I'm on run 23 for Azure Vault.
Are you?
I mean, not today, but I literally logged myself out last night in front of Azure Vault.
I've logged myself out inside Ruby life pools.
There's a 7. Will they take me? Even though I'm 2100 IO, 400 higher than them. I'm 510 in bag. Oh, they took me.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay, I will be right back. I gotta go make a work call. I'm gonna leave my stream up.
Cock, penis, balls, vagina.
Maybe that's not a good idea.
Morphine up my ass. Oh, sorry, that's you.
I knew that was coming. Ah, shit.
Oh my god, this guy is 516 in my key. Old piss art. Still gone.
Yeep.
Terrible streamer.
I mean, he's got shit to take care of, so. WB. Okay. Sure.
You're bullshit.
How? Huh. Right. And did she? Goddamn. Giga Chad. Giga Chad Vizard. Right. I definitely get it, but that's a power move for sure. I hate carrying out, but you know, sometimes it needs to happen. Yeah, I will when I get really frustrated. I had I moved to an apartment one time, and like I've always had like cable internet through Comcast, and this apartment didn't offer that. They only had DSL through Excel Energy, or was it Excel? I don't know. Anyway, um, like I went and got like the DSL specific modem and you know all that shit, and I plugged everything in and everything, and you know set it all up, and you know I've done this many times because I've moved many times, but I've never done it for like DSL. It's always been cable, right?
Mm.
But so I got on customer support with the ISP, and it was like, hey, look, like I've done this and this and this, and you know nothing's coming through, right? I'm not getting any internet or anything. And they're like, oh well, you know, we can send someone out to check, but it's gonna be like $80. So I'm like, I'm not fucking paying you
No, you're
to
not gonna
send someone
pay
out.
for a service that should have been provided.
Right. Yeah.
Streams live again,
And
by the way.
that's fine. So they were like, well, you know, we have to like pay the tech to come on. I'm like, well, that's on you, right? That's not on me. Like that's you.
Yeah, if the
I
service
told
was set up appropriately the first time, you wouldn't have to send a tech out. It's not my fault that you didn't set it up correctly.
Yeah. Then I started to get angry, so they put their manager on. I'm like, look, you need to send someone out to check what the heck is going on. I've set everything up. Everything should be working, but it's not working. They're like, well, no, we can send someone out, but it's gonna be like $80. I'm like, look, no, you send someone out, and if it's on your end, fix it, and I'm not paying you. If it's on my end, you can send them back, and I'm still not paying you. And then they sent someone out, and yeah, they hadn't flipped on the internet for my unit.
Yeah, and that's on them, and they wanted to charge you $80 more to do their job.
Yeah, and I told them. That's what I told them. I'm not paying you. Look, I know how. Like, I deal with tech for a fucking living. All right, I know what I'm doing. You know, there's a possibility that I could have missed something for sure, but I'm not paying you to send someone out to check on something that should already be there. I want you to check from your end. If it's on my end, I'll fix it. But you know, from what I can see, it's not. So you need to send someone out, and I'm not paying you to do this because this should have already been done.
Yeah, absolutely not. No, good job, Jeff. Fuck him.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. That's probably one of the worst that I've had, and like I feel like that wasn't even that bad, but yeah.
I remember one time, through my credit card, I have points, you know.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Kale rented a car for one of her expos because she needed a bigger vehicle, and I used my points through it, and she put my name on the rental rather than hers, so they wouldn't let her pick it up. And she was like in tears because like they were like, yep, the whole thing's invalid and blah 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 blah. So
Wait, but you guys have the same last name. You're already married, right?
right, but she kept her last name. Which
Okay.
doesn't bother me at all.
Yeah, sure. I'm just saying that if it was the same last name, they could see that, and they probably wouldn't have put up such a fuss. But anyway, continue.
Actually, just so you know, for renting cars, it has to be exact. Apparently, like it has to be written correctly. If it's even misspelled, they'll throw a fit.
Good to know. I've only ever rented a car once, and it was in my name, so it didn't matter. But.
Grapevine.
Yeah. So I called my credit card company, and they're like, "Well, there's nothing we can do, sir. I'm sorry, but you know, it is what it is. And I was like, okay, I want my points back then. And they're like, well, sir, we can't do that either because the you know, the facility has said that you guys are going to rent this car. And I had had it because Elise was over there crying.
Grapevine.
And the lady from the front desk is sitting there thinking that I'm like being the asshole. And that I'm the reason that she's crying, but she's crying because she's frustrated with these people. So now I have this lady being like, sir, you need to be nicer to your wife and blah, 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 blah. And I'm pissed. And so I'm on the phone and the credit card company starts spitting this at me. So I go, okay, listen. I spend, on average, with your credit card, roughly $20,000 a year. Because I use you guys for all my traveling, for my nursing, and blah, 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 blah.
3,
And
2,
they're like, okay. And I was like, so what you're going to do is you're going to put me on the phone with your manager, or I'm not going to pay any of my remaining balance, and I will not use you guys ever again. And I'll ruin my credit to do it. And they're like,
Holy shit.
And I was like, so you need to fix this now. And so they put me on the phone with their manager, and they're like, oh, yeah, of course we can change your name.
Oh.
Yeah.
I hate that.
And I was like, oh.
It's always
But,
just
like-
people who don't want to do it.
It is absolutely crazy, though, how much managers just give in. Right? If you
But their
ask
employees
for it.
won't.
Yeah. Hmm. Well, so I worked at Walmart for a while, and you know, employees for the most part try to stick to whatever guidelines are given by the company or whatever you're working for, right? But the managers, they have a little more power, but they also just don't want to fucking deal with people, so they will just give in or they'll figure something out, right? But it's crazy how often it works. You know, if let me talk to your manager, and they will just give you whatever you want. Maybe not give you, but like you get the idea.
Mm-hmm.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, this ain't happening. Well, that's another Ruby Life Pools for the counter.
Would it surprise you if I told you I got gold in mine?
Nope. You really have had some shit luck. Like, I'm not even memeing when I say that.
I did a little math on ChatGPT yesterday or the day before because I was just curious. So, when I was really tilted the day before yesterday, I had done 14 dungeons in a row without loot. Like not like getting not usable loot with no loot. Or I think it was 15. Do you know what the odds of going 15 times in a row, missing a 40% chance are?
What's that?
1 in 70,000.
God damn, dude.
Now, do you remember me and Kura and Jimmy telling you that in Shadowlands I went 27 dungeons without loot, and we were like memeing about it because it was like absurd at that point?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what the odds of that are?
No.
1 in 300 billion with a B.
Are you kidding?
The odds of missing a 40% chance 27 times in a row is 1 in 300 billion, Howie.
And you did it. You won the lottery.
Yes.
Twice.
Yes. More than twice. 300 billion? That is like the mega, like, trillion-dollar lottery.
Yeah, with your bad luck, it's got to come back around, right? You better go buy a lotto ticket.
Like, honestly, Bruce, like,
Why is my game just shitting on itself?
Like, I know I fuck with you and joke about it a lot, but I'm sorry. That really is bad luck.
Oh, I'm hip. I really do have like some of the worst luck out there. It's crazy. 1 in 300 billion to replicate that. To miss a 40% chance 27 times. 300 billion. Like, I don't know. I'm about to start sucking dick at Blizzard for a fucking arcane tome of power.
Holy shit.
Like, 24 runs is fucking ludicrous.
Yeah, no, I know. When you're streaming it, you should put a counter on. That's what I did with mine. I have a counter. We're up to 5 runs today.
Okay, when you're calculating your odds, are you calculating the odds of getting a specific item or the 40% chance to get loot?
I think simply just the 40% chance to get loot.
So you've gotten loot, just not what you were looking for, or have you just not gotten loot?
He just didn't receive any piece of loot at all.
Holy shit. Yeah, go buy a lotto ticket, dude.
Alex Straza charged us with protecting the life pools from
Reinforcements!
Like, I can't get the fucking trinket, and then I see people pull a 528 out of their vault. Like, go fuck yourself. I hate this game. You're pulling a Nelt's call out of your fucking like normal cash. Oh, okay, buddy.
Yeah, I got really lucky with that one. Like, at least you got that, though.
That's the only thing good I've got in the entire tier.
I mean, realistically, that's all I've gotten to. And I guess my boots are bis? Because honestly, my vault was kind of doo-doo.
Three, two, one.
But, like, I mean, at least we both have foresight and stuff like that.
2, 1.
Grapevine.
Imagine if we didn't have
Yeah.
foresight yet. We wouldn't get invited to anything.
I'm not getting invited to shit anymore because everyone's getting like 2,500 IO by just doing like 6s and 7s. And they're like, oh, this guy's only got 2,100, he must stink. When realistically, I have not done a single key this week besides Azure Vault.
Yeah, that's my situation too. So I might start pushing some smaller keys just to make sure I'm getting
3,
invites.
2, 1.
But, like, honestly, I really haven't had terrible problems with invites. And like I said, I think it's because my last season is carrying me.
Well, absolutely it is.
If only you could have understood.
Because I'm getting a lot of people who, like, know me too.
1.
Like, they're like, it's the peanut butter paladin. Oh my god.
Man, my fucking head hurts.
Oh my god, Creed's going crazy.
3, 2.
You drinking enough water, buddy?
Yeah, I drink a lot of water.
Such a pointless death.
I think it's just like stress headache or something. Lately I've been having really bad anxiety and I really don't know what it's from. Like nothing's like out of the ordinary worse. I don't know why it would be bothering me, but like my anxiety's just been through the roof.
Could it be from...
FOMO.
You're gonna have a fucking headache because there's a bullet in your dome.
Well, I'm just serious. Could it be from...
FOMO.
You talking about Kura?
No, I'm just talking about, like, you're stressing out because you're missing out on gear.
I don't know, I don't give a shit about that. Like I complain about it, but it's not gonna affect me.
Well, there's another one for the counter. I've been getting really bad luck. Like, we're not even finishing the dungeon.
Just start doing the 7s like I am.
I am. That's why I'm, like, not doing the 7s and stuff like that, is because I get people who just can't.
My ears keep popping.
Three, two, one.
Alexstrasza charged us with protecting the life pools from the primalists. I pray they have not infiltrated too deeply. Ensure the eggs are safe and eliminate any threat on these sacred grounds.
Grapevine.
Oh my god, I think we found a real tank.
Alright, I gotta step away for a meeting.
Okay.
See ya.
See you later.
3,
I think we found a real tank. We might actually complete this dungeon.
Grapevine.
What do you think?
I'm so excited. I actually get a chance at loot that I won't get. I'm so happy that Trank got his first set yesterday. Like, I was worried.
He's all talk.
Grapevine. Grapevine.
If only you could have understood the righteousness of our cause. I will not allow you to disturb Meladrusa's work.
My allies sacrificed themselves so that I could return these eggs to their natural state. I will not fail!
Grapevine.
Three, two. Meledrusa.
You will not interfere! Ice consume you! Be frozen and shatter! I am sorry, but I need your strength,
Three,
little one.
two, one.
Grapevine.
My chill will freeze your bones. Ice consume you! Shatter!
Three, two, one.
Grapevine.
These welts are pure. They will show you the truth. My chill will freeze your bones. Ice consume you!
Three, two, one.
Grapevine.
And shatter! Ice consume you!
Good work, champion. Now that you have secured the pools below, I require your aid above. The exposed life pools are in grave danger. A powerful primalist is attempting to burn all the nesting areas. You must clear them to get to her. I will keep watch from above while I confront the dragon who is leading this assault. Quickly, take the eggs! Save as many as you can!
Three, two, one.
Grapevine.
Three, two, one.
That weak aura is my favorite thing. Unrelated, if you want any custom sounds for your triggers, I know how to do it now.
Three, two,
with the first
Grapevine.
Now see to the others.
Three, two, one.
Grapevine.
Keep clearing them out. Do not let the Primalists desecrate this hallowed space.
Three, two, one. Three, two, one.
Grapevine.
You are almost to the master of these minions. Hurry onwards, champion.
Two, one. Three, two, one.
The last pool is safe. She is exposed. Attack that Primalist before she can summon reinforcements.
I will honor the sacrifice of my allies and burn through you myself! Erupt with their power! You cannot escape the beast! Turn to the flame! Three, two, one.
Grapevine.
You cannot escape the heat! Turn to the flame! Three, two, one. Fire! Consume my enemies! Erupt with their power! Fire! Consume my enemies! Three, two, one.
Vile monster! I protect these life pools. No!
Three, two, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Grapevine.
Three, two, one.
Vine.
Oh, fat fingered my dwarf. Rachel?
Alright, I'm on the last boss. He's about to die. Is this the Trinket run?
It could be.
XD. I know it's gold.
No, Bruce, you gotta believe.
And the mage got a helmet. And I got a helmet.
3,
Nice.
2, 1.
Is that better
Grapevine.
than nothing, though? Like, can you do anything with it?
Nope. I have 4 of them.
We should become enchanters.
Dude, I'm so tired of this place. Just give it to me.
Same, dude. That's how I felt about Fyrak. That's how I feel about Ruby Life Pools. That took me, like,
3,
the first season,
2,
it took me, like,
1.
almost all season to
Grapevine.
get it. And here I am, getting it again.
At least Ruby Life Pulse is short as fuck.
Yeah, if you have a good tank, at least you just run right through it. Like, I can probably complete 1.5 of them versus your, like, entire one run.
Three, two, one.
Grapevine.
Your force queen cannot stop us. We are the truth. Cut. Deal with it. My pleasure. That's enough.
Three, two, one.
That's enough. Let us destroy these insects. Blown away.
Three, two, one.
Dude, this mage invited me to queue with him. He's 3,700.
Nice.
Cause he wants the umbral skill, and I need the tome, and he already has the tome. He's like, let's just queue together. And I was like, oh my god, yes.
That'll be nice, because now you're going to rapid fire.
Three, two, one.
And he's fucking, dude, he smoked my damage. I ended 370, he ended 420.
Gold.
So, it was a fat juicer run. And now, I'm guaranteed to get the fucking trinket if he gets it. God damn. He's fast as fuck too.
Damn.
He did a lot of damage. I don't know why my Omni CD's not working now, since I race changed. LVUI, now UI, install. Next. Oh, Omni CD is not enabled. What?
Weird.
Does it still count as water as I put a little flavoring in it? Like, that's still hydration, right? Like, that's still water.
It depends on what you're putting in it.
A little bit of Mio, couple drops.
I'm not sure what's in Mio, but if it's really super salty or something to that effect, then it can potentially work against you.
No, it's just like imagine Crystal Light, but not as shitty.
Well, yeah, that's the question, is what's in there.
Well, I don't know.
It should say on the bottle.
It's not salty though. It's just a little sweetener. This mage is juiced. He's 512. He's a famed slayer of Fyrak. At least it means the mage thought I was good. A fucking rank 1 famed slayer thought I was good enough to queue with, and I'm not gonna slow him down. How we fucking do?
No. We'll see.
It's always how we doing and not how are you doing, you know what I mean?
Alexstrasza charged us with protecting the life pools from the primalists. I pray they have not infiltrated too deeply. Ensure the eggs are safe and eliminate any threat on these sacred grounds.
Jesus. The first pull of Azure Vault, you know, you pull like the Whelpling and it pulls like the constructs with the trees. He did 2.5 mil.
That's crazy. I wonder if we'll make it to that much damage.
If he wasn't in there and I could actually ramp, I think I could. He is playing Frost this key and he absolutely fucking deleted the whole thing. Dude, I got up to 300k before it was dead, Howie, in a 9.
That's insane.
You know I pulled big numbers there. And I couldn't even ramp. I didn't get my second fucking mind play, Howie. I didn't get to ramp for 12 seconds. It was just dead.
3, 2, 1.
Grapevine.
3, 2, 1.
I wonder if he can only do that ever so often, like it's not like an ever pool.
It is every time he has icy veins, dude.
How often is that?
2 minutes.
3, 2, 1.
Grapevine.
3, 2, 1.
Grapevine.
If only you could have understood the righteousness of our cause. I will not allow you to disturb Melectrusa's work. Three, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
My allies sacrificed themselves so that I could return these eggs to their natural state. I will not fail! You will not interfere! I consume you!
3, 2, 1.
Grapevine.
I am sorry, but I need your strength, little ones! My chill will freeze your bones! I consume you!
3, 2, 1.
Grapevine.
Be frozen and shatter! No, these webs are pure. They will show you the truth.
3.
Well, Dan is bored enough. He is playing. He is downloaded it and he boosted a mage. So
That'd be fun if Dan was part of our group.
I consume you!
and I already know how to play Frost Mage, so I can teach him. I feel I was pretty good at Frost Mage towards the end.
Frozen and shatter!
I wonder if Vinny will actually play too.
I doubt it.
3, 2, 1.
Grapevine.
Good work, champion. Now quickly, take the eggs. Save as many as you can.
1. 3, 2, 1.
Grapevine.
Three, two, one.
Grapevine.
Three, two, one.
Grapevine.
3, 2, 1.
Well done. You have secured the first pool. Now see to the others.
Three, 2, 1.
Grapevine.
Three,
Keep
2,
clearing them out.
1.
Do not let the
Grapevine.
primalists desecrate this hallowed space.
Three, 2, 1.
Grapevine.
You are almost to the master of these minions. Hurry onwards, champion.
Three, 2, 1.
Grapevine.
Three, 2, 1. Three, 2, 1.
Grapevine.
The last pool is safe. She is exposed. Attack that primalist before she can.
I will honor the sacrifice of my allies and burn through you myself! Three, 2, 1. You cannot escape the beast! You cannot escape the beast!
Grapevine.
Be overwhelmed by the flame. You cannot escape the heat. Hand to the flame.
Three, two, one.
Grapevine.
Be overwhelmed by the flame.
I can shadow meld the breaker's charge too. Holy shit.
Escape the heat. Nothing but ash. Hand to the flame.
Three, two, one.
Erupt with their power. You cannot escape the heat. Hand to the flame.
Three, two, one.
Snuffed out. Vile monster! I protected these life pools. No!
Three, two, one.
Grapevine.
Three, two, one.
Grapevine.
Three, two, one.
That's so dumb. Like, get aggro, guy.
Three, two, one. Three.
Hello there.
Hello there.
Hey, you.
Three, two,
Grapevine.
Three, two, one.
Grapevine.
Oh, all right. Is this the one? Is this the
Could it
final run?
be?
Nope, no loot. XD.
Teehee.
Three, two, one.
Grapevine.
Three.
This guy ended the key at
Two,
600
one.
KDPS.
Grapevine.
That's disgusting.
Isn't it? Like, that is crazy.
At least your keys are gonna go faster.
Three, two.
I mean, I'm getting all my crests done for the week, I guess.
Same.
Capped on aspect, now I'm going for worms.
You like the creed there?
Three, two, one.
Grapevine.
And God damn it.
Thank you, champion.
I got the
life
wrong
pools
trinket.
Are safe for the moment, but the primalists are still a threat. We must be vigilant, lest we be caught off guard again.
Update the counter.
You know what's crazy is we just got declined to a 7. Imagine declining the two most meta casters that are 5'10 and 5'12, each over 2k, and have like 2 chests to a 10 Azure Vault. In what fucking world do you do that?
Apparently yours.
Like, I seriously don't run into like anyone that is higher than like 5'10. That is absurd. it was a massive earthquake.
At your house?
Yeah.
What, like 94? Fuck, were
Huh?
you even alive in 94?
No, I was 97, but it wasn't like that big. It's just like really rough shake for a second. That's crazy. Now the dogs are outside barking. I hear them out there. Roof, roof. Like, who the fuck did that? Just shook my desk and everything. Holy shit. That was a good. I haven't felt a good shake like that in a while. How's it? Caught me off guard.
I haven't felt an earthquake in like 10 years. Spoiler, that's how long I've been out of California.
You guys see all the damage that happened in Nebraska or Kansas, whatever it was, for that tornado?
Nope. I have a friend in Oklahoma who had a tornado warning near him, but nothing happened to him. Anyway.
Yeah. I saw a bunch of stuff in Nebraska. It like just demolished cities.
Yeah, tornadoes are fucking scary, man. Like, okay.
I'd much rather deal with an earthquake, but
So
I say that until we have the big one and we have a tsunami from it.
yeah, it's funny you say that though, because so I moved out to Colorado, and you know we have tornadoes out here. It's not like a common occurrence, but you know it happens. But at least not where I live. And like I've talked to a bunch of Coloradan people about like tornadoes and like how like tornadoes just seem like super fucking scary to me. And I tell them I'm from California, and they're like, "Oh my god, like earthquakes are way worse than tornadoes. I'd be terrified of an earthquake." I'm just like, what do you mean? Earthquakes are not that bad.
It's literally like 1 in every 1,000 are like actually big.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely bad like '97 when it took out freeways and shit, but for the most part, it's a little shake and you know you're fine. But a tornado comes through, it's gonna fucking rip your house out of the ground.
Oh, let me just done queuing. Fuck.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'll get water. We're back.
Alexstrasza charged us with protecting the life pools from the Primalists. I pray they have not infiltrated too deeply. Ensure the eggs are safe and eliminate any threat on these sacred grounds.
Grapevine.
Three, two. Three. Three, two, one.
Grapevine.
Three, two, one.
Grapevine.
If only you could have understood the righteousness, I will not allow you to disturb Meladrusa's work.
My allies sacrificed themselves so that I
Three,
could return
two,
these eggs to their natural
one.
state.
Grapevine.
I will not fail.
Three, two, one.
Grapevine.
Such a pointless death.
Well, that's 9. Let's see if that works.
YouTube inner workings, so I've just heard things from what other YouTubers have said.
Yeah, and let's see. YouTube. Says I'm live. Wow, it looks a little really glitchy.
Are you running it off the same machine you're playing WoW on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it working on your guys' stream?
I'm seeing stuff now, but it's like, it looks super laggy. Like, I'll see movement and then it'll go back to loading. This might be me, but I don't know.
Oh yeah, I see. It's like super stuttery on YouTube for me.
Yeah.
Weird.
You're not getting like drop frames on OBS or anything?